today. From Las Vegas, Nevada, it's the 2021 AFC NFC Pro Bowl. And the NFC taking on Patrick Mahomes and the AFC.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, we are a week away from Super Bowl 55 in Tampa, but the sports.
Visitors, nothing.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the carry, it's Olawale. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They keep it on the ground. It's Olawale to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a first down.
On 1st down, Elliott, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Again, the ball carrier.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now they'll give it to the fullback, Olawale. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the NFC adds on to their lead. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
And it's good to make it 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They get a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And a nice nice run past the 30-yard line there.
The ball carrier.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. And he is closing in on the 100-yard mark for the day.
And it appears that he loved the fact that they're going to play this game earlier. You know, daytime, he's out there running around, feeling good about himself. Whatever his prep was coming in, he was able to get out there quick and fire away.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Here's a 1st down throw. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Random perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Able to hit his target lane. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. On the carry, here's O'Reilly. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Well, they needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
Dante Hightower on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
And 9.
Over the middle, it's caught by Adams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards, a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers going to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. A 20-yard touchdown. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, They're locked into a groove. They're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
And it is now 21-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown.
Nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore. Or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
And a yard at the 45-yard line.
Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That's good.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They run. Chubb. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go middle steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Brady Jarrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On the ground, it's Chubb. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The AFC thus far on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Khalil Mack in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through this time in the program.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The NFC takes over 1st and 10. At their own.
Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Christian McCaffrey.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good job defensively to hold yards, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a 1st down. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help. And I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score. And sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else. And that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. From the 17, Mahomes. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now it's Mahomes again. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. They set up the screen to Chubb. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their 2nd as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Catch good for only a couple. And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. And Mahomes opting to keep this one. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. To throw again, Rodgers. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Aho. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come upon halftime of this Pro Bowl with the NFC on top of the AFC. Welcome back, everyone, to the NFL on EA Sports from Las Vegas, Nevada. We're in quarter number 3 as we get you back into the action. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
That throw into the arms of Allen. Mahomes, the reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Now Mahomes. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line.
A loss of a yard.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this. But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this one quickly to Lamb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, Rodgers finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
To Evan Ingram. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the AFC's 15-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going. And he's into the clear. The 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the AFC able to cut into the lead. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
NFC takes over first and 10 at their own 20.
The NFC about ready to set up shop offensively. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there and about by the nose of the football. He's going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Down left side on the swing pass. Call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
Rodgers again here on second and 10. Flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Brings up third and 6.
Rodgers going to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. From 10 yards out. And the NFC adds on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mahomes going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Vegas.
3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mahomes firing complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter, is a good running back dive play.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
3rd and 4.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. The open man is Smith. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
1st and 10.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On first down, they'll run with Chubb, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
He is going to find Hill here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Vegas.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And he will score. Touchdown, AFC. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the AFC able to get a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like how you fit that into the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
For Daryl Patterson on the return. The NFC takes over 1st and 10.
The offense for the NFC back out there. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Davante Adams, 57 yards. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. Wouldn't be the Pro Bowl without the QBs taking some shots, and that shot paid off.
He understood, I don't know if it's instinctively or if he did his homework, that you do take your shots, as you said, in this game because the payoff is terrific. We will remember how many touchdown passes you throw. I don't think we ever recall how many interceptions you throw in a game like this.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The offense for the AFC set to go now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 8 at the 27.
And again, it's Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. Demario Davis gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the All-Pro corner, Josh Norman. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Takes over 1st and 10.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second and a couple, Mahomes, and his throw is incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
AFC.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. On first down, Mahomes. Incomplete to him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
For a loss.
They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double and triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
7-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that's caught by Smith. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brings up
The
2nd.
line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A run for Nick Chubb. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the AFC able to cut into the lead.
Well, on for the point after.
No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
NFC takes over 1st and 10.
The NFC offense heading back onto the field. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure will ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
The pass complete, this one to Danny Amendola. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8.
The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
39-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
A throw over the middle taken in. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
The 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Smith catches left side. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Now it's Mahomes again. Over the middle to Smith. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Vegas.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's got Jack Doyle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 48-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
36-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And 7 at the 13-yard line.
Now Mahomes. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right pick?
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it.
A 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Complete to...
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man, it's Allen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Mahomes finding his AFC West rival Allen for the AFC 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Another AFC 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the AFC able to get a bit closer. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
This will make it into the end zone.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
10 at their own 16.
Here now the NFC to take over on offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is incomplete here. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Well, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. Kenny Clark in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He's going to let it fly. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the NFC is going to get the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they take a knee. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their 2nd as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense for the AFC set to go now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sideline as a head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that